Arthur, please, try not to get under people's feet. Some of us have got work to go to.
Where do you think I'm going? Butlins? I've got so much on today, I don't know where I'm coming or going. I start at the shop, then go over to the cafe, because Sue and Ali are at the cash and carry.
Oh, yeah. We've hardly got time to say hello and goodbye to each other these days.
Listen, we've got to make time and sit down and discuss this family's problems.
What, Shell, Lofty and the baby, you mean? I'll try not to think about it.
Well, we're going to have to think about it, all of us.
Well, what is there to think about? They seem to have made up their minds.
You've got to see how serious they are. They could be playing games or something.
They're not playing games about getting married and having a baby.
No, not that way round, that's right. But they're doing it the other way round, and it's not even their baby. No, that's why we've got to have a family discussion.
Oh, what, with Shell and Lofty and ask them outright, you mean?
That's right, and invite Pete and Kathy, their family. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Now, you've got everything?
Yes, Mum.
Oh, and don't forget to hold a hand when you're crossing the roads.
Mum, I let Mother in Costco when I was 5. Anyway, aren't you going to walk us to the corner?
No, I'm not going into work today. I've phoned in and told them.
Why, what's wrong?
Oh, I don't know, I've just got a splitting headache. Maybe a touch of the flu.
Oh, I'll stay home and look after you.
No, it's okay. I'm only working for a couple of hours. We'll manage.
You go to work, Dad. I'll stay.
You get to school where you belong, my girl.
Oh, I see. You want to be alone.
Cassie!
Well, she does have biology lessons, Mum. Look, come on, Cassie. See you later.
Bye.
The things kids come out with these days.
She's right, though. I do want to be alone with you.
You mean you're not ill?
Fit as a fiddle. And ready to make music.
Hey, you'll be making me blush soon.
Well, let's hope you'll have something to really blush about later.
Hey, I'm not used to all this. I'm out of practice.
You'll have all day to revise.
You make it sound like an exam.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll get an A+.
Hello, Doc. What are you doing here this time of the morning? You do the afternoon shift, remember?
Oh, I just popped in, see how you was coping.
Oh, yeah? You never used to be so concerned for my welfare.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I can't seem to relax indoors, not since I gave up smoking.
Relax. Chance would be a fine thing. If I had the chance to relax, I'd have my feet up quicker than a chorus girl.
Here, you're not inferring I'm a layabout, are you?
Dot, it's far too early in the morning to have a row.
Oh, is it? Well, it won't be, not when I get old Ethel.
Oh, yeah? What's poor old Ethel done then?
Well, then what she's done is what she ain't done. I mean, she promised me my Charlie would come back, and so far I ain't seen hair eyed of him.
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. And after all, he has been gone for years, apart from one fleeting visit. And God knows how far he went. He'd have to change a lot of buses before he gets home.
Here's no laughing matter, you know. Oh, she charged me for it.
Well, she's got a living to make.
Yeah, well, look, here, here's the stub in me chequebook to prove it. There you are, Mrs. Ethel Skinner, black and white, £2. I've only just started this. I don't know what my bank manager will say when he finds out I've been frittering money away on fortune tellers.
There's only one way to find out the answer to that, Dot. Go and ask Ethel.
A minute. Oh, well, of course I have, Dot. Here, I'll afford Lofty.
Sure you can spare the time?
Oh, I can always spare time for my friends.
What, time to tell them lies, you mean?
Lies?
You know, all that cock and bull stuff you give me about Charlie coming back, and you promised.
I never promised. I just said there was a good chance of it in your cards, that's all.
Is it cards? Card tricks, more like it's the devil's work you're doing.
Oh, don't talk like that, Dot. You're frightening me.
Yes, well, I shall do more than talk. I shall report you to the police for the charlatan you are.
Oh, you wouldn't do that, Dot. I'd be ever so frightened. Besides, there's still a chance he might come. Give it time.
Time? You're the one who'll be doing time. 6 months, I reckon. It's a serious offence you're doing, you know, under the Trade Descriptions Act.
Oh! Oh, my God. There's a policeman on the way.
Oh.
All right, turn up. Where did she get up to with it?
Quick, hide me on a fugitive.
You're what, Ethel?
I'm on the run from the police.
What are you on about, Ethel?
Oh, it's Lofty's moving too.
What's Lofty got to do?
Well, you see, he's been reading all these astronomical books, so I gave him a job as my assistant, and he's had real beginner's luck out there too.
So what's that got to do with the police?
Oh, well, you see, I'm supposed to have a licence, and I haven't got one, and he's drawing crowds. It's no good. He'll have to go before he gets us all into trouble.
Poor Lofty.
Poor Shell. It looks as though she's going to marry an out-of-work fortune teller. Look at him out there.
Oh, my God.
been yet.
No, it's Anne. She's back.
Thanks, Lofty. Hello.
Hello, Mum.
Hiya.
I've missed you. Come here, I've really missed you.
I've missed you too, my darling, more than you'll ever know.
Yeah, welcome home, Angie. You look great.
Normally, flattery would get you everywhere, Simon, but in this case, I'm as white as a sheet, and I know it.
You're not very brown, are you?
Not lost any of your charm, have you, Lofty?
Didn't you do any sunbathing then, Mum?
I didn't really feel in the mood, darling.
I bet Den's got a lovely brown. I mean, he always did wear a good tan, didn't he?
Want to fetch my cases off the pavement then, lads? Yeah. Thanks very much. Mind the bottles, will you?
Right.
Well, ain't Dad fetching the cases in?
Dad? No, are you here with you?
Well, how can he be here with us when he's been in Iberia with you?
If you've finished your work, I won't need you anymore today. Thanks, Ethel.
Oh.
Well, where is he, Mum? Why isn't he with you?
Why aren't you at school,
Because
Missy?
I've got a free period and you haven't answered me questions.
I was going to say how lovely it is to be back, but...
What's wrong?
Well, no offence, darling, but there's no HP sauce. Where's the pickled onions? There's no mustard. You're going to have to go to the shops before we open, ain't you? As for you, Simon, come here. Oh, look, there's about enough bottles for a booze up in a telephone box. Tut, tut, tut. While the cat's been away, the mice have been having a right old time of it, haven't they?
Well, we've been a bit pushed without you and Den, yeah.
Yeah, where is Den, anyway?
What is this, Lofty, a quiz show?
Are you holding something back, Mum? I mean, nothing's happened to him, has it?
Look, don't panic, darling. It'll be all right. I'll talk to you later. How did you cope without me, then?
I enjoyed running the pub. Made a good job, a landlady, didn't I, boys?
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just come here to see a friendly face. And have a look at baby Annie, of course.
Oh, that's nice. I'll make us a cup of tea in a minute.
Oh, doesn't seem to be my day so far. Everyone seems to have got out of bed the wrong way. Dot's had another go at me.
Oh, don't worry about her. She's just an old busybody, Ethel, that's all.
Yes, well, Angie didn't seem too nice neither.
Is she back then?
Yes, just arrived. Den's not with her. When I mentioned it, she nearly jumped down my throat.
Well, some things are best left unsaid.
Yes. I think you're right there. Oh, you're busy. Ought not to stay.
Ah, it's all right. It's just a spot of spring cleaning. Glad of the break, actually. That tea will be ready in a minute as well. I've said some things I shouldn't have said lately.
Who to?
Andy.
Debs' Andy.
Yeah. You could call it that, I suppose. Only I didn't see it that way for a while. I made a right fool of myself, Ethel. I fell for him.
Oh, you never did.
Yeah, in a way. Of course, he noticed. Well, guessed, really. I denied it, gave him a right slagging off.
Oh, well, that's just pride, that is.
I know. He hasn't said 2 words since.
Well, that's not very nice, is it?
No, you're right.
Tell you what. Say you're sorry. Be big.
Yeah, best way, I suppose. It's not easy, though, is it?
Well, no. Not if you still like him.
Who said I still liked him?
Well, you don't have to, do you? Not to me.
Hello, Deb. Simon left you to it, has she?
Yeah, I'm standing in.
And I'm standing in for Sue and Ali over at the caf. It's like snakes and ladders round here, isn't it?
Where they gone? The Royal Academy of Music?
Well, it's none of your business, my boy.
Anyway, what's your business?
Oh, errand boy, really. I need some HP sauce, some mustard and some pickled onions.
I'll get them for you.
Ta. Yeah, Arthur, can I have a word?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
It's about Michelle.
Yeah, I was afraid it might be.
Afraid?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that... Well, this ain't easy, all this, you know?
No, I know. I'm trying to make it easier for her.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Lofty. I do appreciate that. What can I do?
Well, I want to ask you for her hand in marriage.
What, all formal, right?
Yeah, well, I think these things should be done properly.
Well, go on, then.
No, not here, not now.
Well, when? Where?
Well, later. I think it's traditional for me to come round to your house.
I'm all for a bit of tradition, son. You better come round this evening. About 5:30.
Can I see you on your own, sort of private?
Yeah.
Here, Lofty.
Oh,
by the way, there was a big market trader looking for you. He said you hadn't quite finished his fortune.
Right, that's all I need. Here, look, put this on the slate, will you?
Oh,
Hello.
I've got you some new books to read, love.
Tar.
The looks of things, though, you were too busy to read, eh?
Oh, no, nothing's going to interfere with my education from now on. This is just a spot of spring cleaning.
Good on you, love. I tell you, I wish the two ladies around at our place were half as energetic as you are. It's like a tip round there.
Still busier than me, though, aren't they?
Nonsense. They don't have a baby to look after.
Do you want some tea, some biscuits?
Oh, no, thanks, love, honestly. I'm halfway between breakfast and the first pint of the day.
I'll start reading those tonight. I'm ever so grateful, you know, for taking the trouble and that.
Ah, forget it, love. I just wish you'd started ages ago. You'd be reading and writing like a good ember now.
Never too late, though, is it? And I don't want to get back into the stripping again.
Good.
And I hope it's not too late to apologise either.
Apologise? For what?
For being so stupid and childish and for sulking with you and that.
Ah, don't be silly, love. I tell you, you spend your energies on that. It's far more important.
No. It's important to me what you think of me. It was a silly infatuation and it hurts now. I was embarrassing.
Mary, I was flattered.
You don't have to love me or anything like that.
Look, love, I must want my head examined for not loving you. You're a pretty girl. Well, woman. Even though you are taking to using that makeup again.
It suits me personality.
Yeah, whatever you say, love. You live your own life. Don't let anyone else influence you.
I want you to influence me, though. I want you to give me advice, help me make sense of it all.
I'd be happy to.
You're still putty about Debs, aren't you? Don't worry, I'm not jealous, not now.
Well, we're not together. Not like that anymore.
Still love her, though, don't you?
Maybe I do. Doesn't seem like love. Not when you're sort of shouting and screaming at each other.
She doesn't know how lucky she is.
Now who is embarrassing who?
There's been a great big geezer here looking for you, mate.
I sound.
Hi, Lofty. You going funny, honest?
What do you mean?
Well, I'll have an E-man chasing after you.
Oh. No, Lofty's been telling that big fella's fortune, ain't you, mate?
He's been what?
Well, since you've been away, Lofty's taken up fortune telling with Ethel.
Blimey, I've heard everything now.
And he weren't too pleased, mate. He says that you ran off without him knowing his fate.
Yeah, all right, all right.
And that ain't the only surprise Lofty's got for you either, Ange.
You mean there's more?
Yeah, I'm marrying Michelle Fowler for starters.
Well, 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 you have been busy, haven't you? Here, you don't mean to tell me
No,
he's the bloke
I'm not
that
the father. I would like to find out who he's done.
Well, I can't keep up with things round here, can I? Here, Kath, if you finished down here, do you want to come up for a chat?
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Great. Well, congratulations, eh, Lofty? You're a nice bloke, and she's a lucky lady.
I'll give you 3 guesses what all that's about.
Yeah, where do you reckon he is?
Well, you're the fortune teller, you tell me.
I reckon he's with that woman.
Look, Kath, I know I'm putting on a brave face, but really I'm at me wit's end.
I know you are. Look, I only wish I could help.
You can, darling, by telling me where he is. He's with her, isn't he?
I don't know, darling. Anyway, what good would knowing do? He's probably staying with a mate.
Mates? He ain't got any mates, and if he has, he don't deserve them. But he talks to Pete, doesn't he? And Pete tells you everything.
Oh, come on, Ange, that ain't fair, is it? Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Look, I know I shouldn't be having a go at you just now. But you can't put me and Pete on the spot. That's horrible.
I know, darling, and I'm sorry. You don't know what that creep does to me.
I can imagine.
No, you don't. You don't know the half of it. I tried to top myself, didn't I?
I know, Ange. I know.
Do what? I thought we'd hushed it all up. Den found me. I had to be rushed into hospital. How'd you find out?
'Cause I guessed, mate. I do know you better than most round here. And why do you think all the women in the square have been taking it in turns to watch her?
Oh, marvellous. Now I'm the local tragedy queen. Terrific. The waif and stray of Walford.
Oh, come on now, Angie. You know that's not true. We all love you.
Yeah, I know, darling. And I love him. Can you believe it? I love him to death.
Perhaps that's it, eh? Perhaps you love him too much. Some men just can't handle too much affection.
Affection? I'll break his bleating neck when I get my hands on him, especially if he's been with that cow again.
Oh, can't you get him out of your mind for 2 minutes, eh? You're going to send yourself mad. Oh, look, you must have 1 or 2 nice memories of the holiday.
Nice. It was a bleating disaster, girl. The sad thing is, it was working out really well since he'd stopped seeing her. Then it all went wrong on the holiday.
Ah,
How'd you think the booze?
Oh, why, Angie, why?
Why? Because of the usual thing. He just wasn't being loving enough. So you know me, I flirted with one or two of the waiters. All harmless stuff. Hello, Miguel, darling. Fancy ice and a slice too, eh? I just did it to get me home back, really. Anyway, he did his nut and he went home. That's when I rang you. He walked out on me, didn't he?
What'd you do over there on your own?
Got bombed out my brain, mostly.
Look, mate, the last thing I want to do is nag you. But that's not the answer, is it?
Nope. Don't know what the answer is. I wish someone would just walk in here and tell me. Here, Kath. Perhaps I've been doing it all wrong, eh? Perhaps I should have tried to kill him.
Go on, you two, grubs up.
Yeah, you got another date with Sharon tonight, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, Simon's lent me some of his best gear. He's even given me some aftershave sprinkled under my armpits.
Why, you're not taking a risk, Lou?
He should be so lucky. Listen, there's blokes round here give their right arm for 10 rounds with Sharon. 5 come to that.
1 come to that.
I don't know why you're wearing posh clothes just to take care anyway.
Don't worry, this is just one night stand stuff till you're old enough to be my steady.
Oh, it must be Spring that's doing it.
Doing what?
Well, love's in the air, isn't it? Well, it is in our house, anyway.
Yeah, Mum and Dad are acting like a couple of sloppy teenagers.
Oh, I hate it when my mum and dad do that.
Do you know, they even took a day off for it.
Well, you want them to get back together, don't you, permanently?
Yeah, that's why we're keeping out of their way.
Giving them some elbow room.
Yeah, well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
I certainly hope you're feeling strong and masterful.
Why?
Oh, do I have to draw diagrams?
I told you earlier I was out of practice.
And I told you that we've got all day.
What about the kids?
Oh, they won't disturb us. They've got wise heads on those young shoulders.
Yeah. Well, just as long as they don't become too streetwise. I don't want them turning into a couple of dudes.
Can't you forget about being a father for once, And just concentrate on a good woman?
No, that doesn't require much effort when you're in this kind of mood.
Anything wrong with this mood?
Not a thing. Except it's not like you.
Oh? Why?
You seem more insecure than I remember you. In fact, it's that damn self-assurance of yours that made me feel I wasn't wanted.
Well, you're wanted now, I can assure you. Anyway, I have a reason for feeling insecure.
What reason?
I'm having trouble getting money out of Neville for the house.
I see. So naughty Neville's been playing up again, and now you've only got me.
You're all I want, you big dope.
Hello, how are you? How's the holiday?
Don't ask, darling, just don't ask.
Oh, well, never mind. We'll have a chat another time, eh? I've got broad shoulders if you will.
Here, what you want, sis?
I haven't got time, Pete. I've just come over to see if you two would come round the house tonight.
Oh, lovely, what time?
About 9 o'clock, if that's okay. Arthur wants to have a family powwow about Lofty and Michelle. He only wants to ask for her hand in marriage formally.
Morning, all. Or is it afternoon? Any chance of a drink, Mrs. Watts?
Certainly, darling. What would you like? Arsenic?
Not particularly. A mineral water would be lovely, thanks.
Oh, you've got more front than Blackpool, Ben Watts. You know that?
I don't believe I'm hearing this. You used to have a right go at me for being organised and keeping lists. Do you know, now you're behaving like a demented health inspector.
No, I'm not. I'm just acting like a normal, tidy human being who's asked to share a bloody pigsty, that is all.
Nobody's forcing you to stay.
Ah, so that's it. You want me to go then, do you?
I didn't say that. Anyway, how'd I survive without your rent money?
Oh, it's my money you're after now, is it? Want to tell me the sugar, Daddy?
Look, Andy, I just don't give a damn whether you go or stay. I don't care what you do.
I see. Well, obviously I've got some serious thinking to do then.
Where would you go?
You let me worry about that, eh?
Andy, you don't seem to understand. I'm flat broke. I've had an interview with a case officer at the DHSS. And it's bad enough if you stay, let alone go. They're sending an investigator around to ask some awkward questions.
Such as?
Well, I told them we're not cohabiting. And they want to know if we're using separate sauce bottles, salt cellars, separate God knows what. We've got to prove that we're not cohabiting. Otherwise, I might not be eligible for supplementary benefit.
I suppose you are having it a bit rough, I'm sorry.
What's happened to us lately? I mean, as friends.
Shouldn't that last bit be as lovers?
Look, I told you. I moved into a hotel to sort myself out.
How do you think I felt?
Don't talk to me about feelings.
I felt a right lemon not knowing where you were. God, what homecoming, eh? I wanted the ground to just open up and swallow me.
That's because you blew it.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
You blew it. Just when we were getting it together, you blew it on the booze and the pretty boy waiters. Oh, hello, Miguel, darling. Nice and sliced.
Oh, don't make me laugh, Den. I didn't get so much as a cuddle.
That's because you don't deserve one.
Well, I reckon I do deserve it after today. I reckon I've earned it, mate.
You're a silly girl, do you know that? You know what our trouble is, don't you? We don't know how to make each other happy.
Well, we used to when we were younger. It was
Yeah.
all right then.
Or maybe we've grown out of it.
No, I haven't outgrown you. I still love you. Though God alone knows why.
Yeah, and I'd still love you if only you'd let me. But you're always in too much of a hurry, always demanding, always laying down the law, always wanting to be governor.
Oh, and you don't?
That's our trouble. We're both the same. We're both Jack the lads.
I suppose you prefer a shrinking violet, that it?
No, I just want a woman that respects me.
Well, you got to earn it, darling.
Yeah, well, maybe I would have done if you hadn't been in too much of a hurry.
Harry? We've only been married for 18 years.
Look, there's much more to life than that, you know.
Oh, like mistresses?
No. There was only one of them, and that came later. Much later.
Later than what?
Look. When we got married, I didn't deliberately say, I'm going to make this girl's life hell. And when we adopted Sharon, I didn't set out to destroy her life. It just sort of crept up on us.
I don't understand.
Well, look, I'm just not the sort of bloke that you really want.
I never wanted you to be anyone, Den. I wonder if we'd talked like this before, it would have been different.
But you never listened.
Did you? But I'm ready to listen now, aren't I? That's if it's not too late.
You deserve more than I'm giving you, ain't you?
Oh, there you are, Lofty. Oh, this will have to stop, you know.
What?
Well, I mean, being chased by the coppers all the while, you'll have to go.
Go where?
Well, you see, you attract too many people. It's no good. It's all got out of hand. I haven't got a licence. I shall have to give you the sack.
The sack? What do you mean?
Well, you're fired. You know, you got the bullet.
Congratulations.
Cheers, Lofty. May all your troubles be little ones, eh?
Well, I haven't asked Arthur's permission yet, you know, not official, like.
I don't think you have any bother there. He'll welcome you into the family with open arms. Here. Have you by any chance got the engagement ring yet?
No, I can't afford one, Dad. I'm saving up now.
Well, I might be able to get you a cracker. I've got mates in the business. In fact, I'll probably give you one. Look on it as a gold watch, since you're my most loyal and trusted servant.
I wonder if he'll go down on bended knee. So I suppose he's done that bit with you already, eh, Shell?
I don't want you taking the mickey out of him, Dad. He's worth more than that.
I shan't take the mickey, love. I'm impressed. I think it's very touching. But you'll have to leave the room, though, when he comes. I want to question him about his future prospects.
Here, don't you upset that boy, Arthur.
Of course I won't upset him. I remember how nervous I was when I asked your old dad.
Oh, yeah. Fathers were really more serious about it in them days, weren't they?
They certainly were. If I'd have been in Lofty's shoes, your father would have come at me with a shotgun.
Arthur?
I'm sorry, love. I didn't.
It's all right, Dad. But this has got nothing to do with Lofty, and you know it.
No. Well, Lofty wants to think himself lucky that it's me he's seeing and not your granddad. Your mum was the apple of his eye. I was never good enough for your mum. No, I was dirt under her feet.
You didn't have two halfpennies to rub together either, did you, Arthur?
Now look at us, living in the lap of luxury.
I don't know, it could be worse. I've got a job. And don't forget we're getting a new carpet, even though it is on HP. I got the money from Tony and Ali.
Oh. Yeah, yes, you leave your dad alone, Shell. I'm really getting excited about this carpet.
Oh.
Hello, Lofty.
Hello.
Right, well, if you two are going to have your discussion, Michelle and I'll go make some tea in the kitchen. I'm on your side, Lofty. Good luck.
Don't know whether to call you Arthur or Mr. Fowler, really.
Yeah, maybe I should call you by your first name, but I don't know what it is.
George. It's George.
I think I'll call you Lofty. But promise me you won't start calling me Dad. Not yet, anyway.
Well, don't you approve of Michelle and me?
Oh, I didn't say that. I think your intentions are very honourable.
I'm not the father, you know.
No, I know that, Lofty. Sit down.
I really love Michelle.
Yeah, I think I know that too.
I know she might not have looked at me if it hadn't been for the baby, but she won't be sorry. None of you will.
I believe you, Lofty. Still, it's not my decision, it's hers. Now, what's this job I've been hearing about?
Oh, yeah, well, it's nothing definite yet, but there's a good chance.
Oh, good, good. Now, where you going to live? And how you going to live?
Well, I mean, I'll get this job and I'll keep working part-time at the pub, and then, well, we'll get a little flat. Maybe we'll get something off the council, because Michelle might get some extra points for the baby.
I know you mean well, Lofty. It's not what her mother and me would have wanted for Michelle, but that's not your fault, is it?
Does that mean you let me marry her?
It means I'll let you ask her. And I wish you all the luck in the world.
Great, I can't tell Pauline. Mum!
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, you're not still at it.
Pardon us for living.
So, what do you think of the show so far?
Rubbish.
Well, welcome to the family, Lofty. Officially, that is, mate.
Well, this takes you back a bit, doesn't it, Paul, to when we were brides?
Oh, I don't know. It seems like only yesterday when Shell was a little baby.
Well, seems like a lifetime to me.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought it? Michelle and Lofty beating Debs and Andy to it, eh?
Ian and Sharon have beat them to it, the way they keep bickering lately.
Oh, it's steady on, girl. Don't be a granddad just yet.
Don't remind me, mate. Don't remind me.
I'll tell you something, Shell. If you and Lofty make a go of it like your mum and dad have, well, you'll have no problems.
I always thought of you and Pete's being a rock-solid couple round here, Kath.
Bet Den and Angie wish they were half as happy.
Poor Angie.
Hey, what about poor Den? Mind you, sometimes I could murder him.
It's a bit strong, isn't it, Pete?
Well, I don't like standing around, sis, watching my best mates making a charade of their lives.
Ben?
What?
Ben?
What?
I said, are you coming to bed?
No.
Where are you going?
Out.
Out where?
To Jan's.
You mean in spite of everything?
Yes, in spite of everything we said today, I'm going to Jan's.
Oh, my God. Here we go again.
Classic EastEnders continues tomorrow from 12. And if you missed any so far, you can catch up with our on-demand service, UK TV Play. Next, Last of the Summer Wine.